Hello guys, welcome to our last part of learning all about the Netherlands. So please join me as we review the things we've learned, and we're gonna have a great time. So let's review. Let me ask you some questions. What continent do we live on? What continent do we live on? If you said North America, you would be correct. That is this red section right here. Now, when we learned about Peru, what continent was Peru on? If you said South America, you would be correct, so that it's this green section here. So we've got North America, South America, and then we learned about Europe. And Europe has two countries we've learned about so far. Do you remember what the first country was? It was an island. If you said England, you would be correct. And we are learning about the Netherlands, which is also in Europe, this orange section. And the Netherlands are right here. Good. Now that we know where that is, what ocean is next to our country where we live in California over here? What is this ocean right here? If you said the Pacific Ocean, you would be correct. Awesome job. And what ocean is on this side right here that is next to Europe over here? It's called the Atlantic Ocean. Can you say Atlantic Ocean? Nice. Good work. Now what we're going to do is we are going to figure out some things and review some things about the Netherlands. So who remembers what these flowers are called that grow in the Netherlands? They're called tulips. Excellent. And what two foods are the Netherlands really known for? One is cheese and the other one is chocolate. Yes. And also, what special type of shoes do the people in Netherlands wear, especially farmers? What do they wear? You know what they're called? They're wooden shoes and they're called klompens. Klompen. And why do you think klompen is a good name for these shoes? Just imagine if you were wearing wood shoes, what would it sound like if you're walking on the road or on the ground? What would it sound like? It kind of sounds like clomping, doesn't it? The word klompen, it sounds like clomping. And wooden shoes, they make a clomping noise when the farmers and fishermen are walking. So that's another reason and a good name for those shoes. Now let's go ahead and talk about the other things we learned yesterday. Here we go. We've got some things here. What is this? Yes, it is a windmill, and they use the windmill to pump the water out. Remember, the Netherlands used to be half the size, but because they want to make their land bigger, they used windmills, and they used this special thing called a dike, and they would build it up high, drain the water out, and it would keep the ocean water from coming onto their land. Yes, and what are some things that the people in Ireland like to do in the winter time? Do you remember? Yes, they like to go ice skating, they like to go sledding. Excellent. And let's talk about the Netherlands and what they do there. What do they actually use to go to work? What do a lot of people, the Dutch people, use to get to work? Bicycles, yes. Excellent. And why do you think their houses are very small? Remember we talked about this a little bit? Their houses are small because, well, the country is very small, so they have to keep their houses small so that they can fit in the country, because there's not a lot of room for people to build large houses. So that's why they have these buildings that go up and you have a little room inside. Yes, awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to get out our worksheet next. And while we do that, I'm going to teach you some ways that you could say hello in Dutch. In Dutch, to say hello, you say hallo. So hallo. And then the way you say goodbye would be dag, dag. And then the way you say thank you is dank, dank. So, dank you for getting out your paper, page 97 and 98. And let's go through and figure out what we need to do here to finish it. It says, well, first we need to write our name, so make sure you do that. And then connect the dots and color the flowers. These are tulips, remember? So they started with one where you need to start at number 1. So this one you're going to need to start with number 1 and then connect all the way to the number 22, I believe. And then the next one, they started with the alphabet letters. So you're going to have to find the first letter, which is A, and then you're going to go to B, C, D, and connect the dots all the way around to where you have created a tulip. And then when you're done connecting the dots, please color in a beautiful color. Remember, they loved the colors red and yellow. Maybe pink would be a great color as well. So color that when you're done. And then on the back is a special poem that I'm going to read to you called The Netherlands. I'd like to visit Holland, the land of springtime flowers, where yellow tulips and daffodils are washed by gentle showers. Holland is called the Netherlands, and its people are called the Dutch. They make big cheeses and chocolates there. I'd like that very much. Holland was just a little land, and so to make it grow, the Dutch built dikes to make more land and hold back the ocean's flow. I'd like to visit Holland and watch the windmills turn. If I could visit Holland, there's much that I could learn. So here we have a little poem. You can go ahead and read it if you like as well, but some beautiful pictures to remind you of what we learned about this week. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you in our next lesson where we're going to learn about another country, and I'm very excited to see you and join you in that lesson. So in the way the Dutch would say goodbye would be dag. Dag, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.